Okay, guys, it's bad. Just lost the job, been out of work for a couple weeks, and they're gonna take my house. It's really bad. I don't know how I'm gonna tell Lee that, but I got a bug out bag. There's gonna be something in here that's gonna save my house. I know it. Let's go through it. Let's see what we got. Let's see here. Means of self-defense. I guess I could shoot the repo man. Maybe not the best idea though. Let's see what else we got. Oh, we got band-aids. A camp stove. That's useful, right? That'll save my house. Oh, a little toolkit, right? Hey, a solar battery charger. Oh, wait. I got a knife. A knife. Yeah. Oh, wait. A saw. That's gonna save my house. How about pepper spray? Well, maybe not. What's in here? Oh, wait, an MRE. Oh, yeah. I'm good. Oh, wait. Toilet paper tablets. This is the key. It'll save my house. Oh, who am I kidding? We're doomed. Doomed, I say. Hey, everyone. It's Reed here. And today we're going to talk about bug out bags. And as you saw, I had a bit of fun with the intro. I wanted to do something entertaining again. And if you're new here, hang around. I'm kind of crazy and nutty as it is. And you'll enjoy your time here. But I'm not really talking about, let's build a bug out bag. No, I want to talk about practical matters. See, I was watching a video by one of the famous preppers on YouTube. He's got like 250,000 subscribers, something like that. And I'm pretty much a fan of the channel. Like what he has to say. Very interesting. But the other day he goes, hey, you need to have your bug out bag as your first prep, or your first prep is your bug out bag. And I was like, what? No. See, I talk about SHTF a lot. And usually when I'm talking about it, I'm actually talking about it in the terminology of the great epoch, meaning the world is changed forever. And as life as we knew it is completely different. Everything is forever altered. And there's lots of things that could cause that, solar EMP event, nuclear war, nuclear EMPs, super volcanoes from Yellowstone going off, massive pandemic wipes out, 1/3 of the population, or maybe, 90% of the population, all sorts of stuff like that. But while I'm a fan of looking at if everything falls apart, how to rebuild, that's not really everyday prepping. Everyday prepping is really just being ready for everyday events. Like, did you know most people get injuries at home? Yeah, most of the time that you're going to break a bone, seriously hurt yourself and all that, it's going to happen at home. I mean, it's where we spend most of our time anyways. Makes sense, right? Well, what if you have to commute every day? You have to drive into work all the time. And, your car breaks down suddenly and it's, a couple $100, or maybe it's like $1,000. You're talking about a transmission, right? Or they're probably more expensive now. Sorry, I'm dating myself. But, that's an SHTF for you. What if your kid gets horribly sick and you don't have medical insurance at the time? That's an SHTF event. I mean, all sorts of things like that. And while it's fun to talk about bug out bags and the gear and all the stuff we've carefully selected to put together and all that, well, it's just not the way where to start. Where to start? Get an emergency fund. Seriously. First thing I would start doing for prepping is to start making an emergency fund. Storing some food at home so you can feed yourself for the next meal if for some reason things get interrupted. I mean, you could be out a ways and you get a massive blizzard and the roads are shut down for a week. Having, food for a week would really be helpful in that condition, right? And that's the thing is, it's fun to talk about this stuff. The high-speed, low-drag gear, and we're going to feel all tactical and entertaining and stuff. Yeah, but it's not really practical. That's the point. And so I would say is start on really practical things. Think about if this event happens in my life, I lost a job, someone got really sick, someone got hurt, my car broke down. What is your backup plan? How do you get around that? How do you deal with that? Start there. And like I said, build an emergency fund. That is really, I think, one of the top, and get some extra food at home, top of where to start prepping. It doesn't have to be all this other gear, all this other stuff. This is just, extra stuff. Like when you go out shopping, pay cash, take the extra change, throw in a bottle. Just start stacking it up. And, as you see, do it for 20 years, you can go buy a car with it, right? But that's the point of this, is all this stuff that we talk about, I like to look at from the extreme point of view, but the practicality is everyday things go on. Now, do I have a bug out bag per se? No, not really. Not exactly. I don't like the terminology bug out, because people seem to be, is you're going to take the bag, run off into the woods, and you're going to restart civilization. Yeah, that's just not really practical. That really isn't. You know, you would honestly need probably like 200 people to go with you just for the genetic diversity itself. And you got to split up the tasks, and it'd be really hard, really ridiculously hard. And most of us are pretty soft compared to what would be honestly needed to restart civilization in the middle of nowhere. And actually what I have is an evacuation kit, important papers, money, stuff like that, so I can pick up, head to the next location where I'm evacuating to. Because generally, I'm going to stay home. Things go crazy, that's what I'm doing, I'm staying home. But if I need to evacuate, yep, I'll evacuate. But I call it an evacuation kit. And we'll go over that and go over these things of what I consider importance like that. We'll also cover my travel kit, because when I travel a ways, it's like that, I usually travel with quite a bit of supplies and everything else, because you never know what could happen. And that's what I do. But for a lot of the terminology that people use, bug out bag, I'm never coming home bag, all these other things, I don't really think the terminology is appropriate or matches correctly. I know, one of these crazy people that tries to bring rationality to the discussions here. But that's who I am. So leave your comments on this. I'd really be interested to let you know. And if you're just getting started, go check out Steve on Coursera Trainers. He's got a nice set of videos on just getting started prepping. Link will be in the description. Go check it out. I like them. I think they're a real good starting framework. And what you want to start doing is make an emergency supply of food and some extra money. Have it stored around just in case something happens. But that's all for now. Have a good day, everyone. This is Reed, out.